There's no reason to lie to us when we're just trying to help. The only thing I was trying to do is help. You guys could have been long down the road, probably 15, 20 minutes ago down the road, if you would have just said, here's my ID, and been done.
So what we have here is two individuals who are not suspected of a crime. Police officers pulled over to help. Guys, today I've got one that's going to garner me some real hate, but I'm going to tell you what I think about it anyways. I'm going to point some things out, but here we go. This video has been posted on Police Activities YouTube channel. There's also a number of different news stations that have covered this. But first I'm going to just go ahead and read the description so that you know the background of what's going on here. On Tuesday, May 9th, 2023 at approximately 3 a.m. on Interstate 64 eastbound at milepost 72, an ISP trooper stopped to assist a stranded motorist on the right shoulder. So we've got a stranded motorist and a cop here to help. Upon arrival, the trooper encountered 23-year-old Brandon Griffin of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and 31-year-old Christine Santos in the vehicle. A second ISP officer arrived for routine assistance a short time later. When on the scene, an altercation occurred, during which gunfire was exchanged between Griffin and a responding officer. So the police pulled over to help, and gunfire ends up being exchanged. This happens quite often. They're so helpful. A 16-year ISP officer suffered serious, although non-threatening injuries after being shot during the altercation and is being treated at the regional hospital. Griffin was pronounced deceased on scene by Jefferson County Coroner's Office personnel. The other involved trooper and female passenger were uninjured. So the police pull over to help a stranded motorist. For those of you who watch my channel, you understand that there is no such thing as a stop and ID state. I'm tired of hearing, this is not a stop and ID state. No state in the United States is a stop and ID state because that would be a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Unless you are suspected of a crime, you don't have to give ID. But police, oh gosh, they just love to help. There's a lot missing from this video too, and I've scoured the internet. And I've scoured the internet trying to find this entire body cam footage. Of course, I could request it myself, but I'm way too lazy to do that, so I'll show you what we've got here. It starts out with the officers talking to him, saying that they're just trying to help him.
There's no reason to lie to us when we're just trying to help. The only thing I was trying to do is help. You guys could have been long down the road, probably 15, 20 minutes ago down the road, if you would have just said, here's my ID, and been done.
So what we have here is two individuals who are not suspected of a crime. Police officers pulled over to help. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's a flat tire or what's going on, but either way. And this ridiculous police officer is saying, if you had just given me your ID, you'd be on down the road. Why do you have to give your ID to be helped by a police officer? Why can't you just say, no, officer, no, thank you. I don't want your help. Move along, please.
Right?
You don't have to give ID unless you're suspected of a crime.
It would have solved so much. But you guys have...
No, he's going back and forth.
It adds.
Moving forward.
Not all cops are bad, right? I've been very...
Not all cops are bad, but these two cops are trying to demand ID out of two people that have not committed a crime, which by default makes these two bad cops.
Oh, it's okay.
No, you've been nothing like...
Now, I'm not saying that these two individuals in the car are good people, all right? I'm not saying that, because there is a background to this, and we'll get into that. So I'm not saying these two individuals are good people, but I am saying that absolutely when you demand and bully ID out of someone that you don't suspect of a crime, you're a bad cop.
I had a herniated disc. I mean, I kind of just...
Let me go check it real quick, Brandon.
So Brandon finally gives up his ID. Had Brandon known his rights, he'd be alive today. Again, I believe that Brandon is at least suspected of doing something probably pretty bad in Albuquerque. But either way, had he understood and known his rights and how to assert his rights and how to explain to the officer, unless you suspect me of a crime, you have no legal and lawful right to ID me. And had he asserted that right, Brandon would be alive today. But eventually he finally gives in. He gives the officer his ID. The officer goes and runs him. There is a warrant on Brandon. Whether he knew about it or not, I don't know, but there is a warrant on Brandon.
All right. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. I want to have you turn around for a minute. All right. Turn. No.
Hey, I'm not
Brandon.
going in cuffs.
So because Brandon gave ID when he didn't have to, they run him. They find out he's got a warrant. They try to arrest him. Brandon struggles. He's pretty damn tough. He fights off these two cops, jumps in the car, grabs a gun, shoots one of the cops, and then the cops shoot and kill him. I'm not going to show the entire violent altercation. I do have a link in the description so you can go and watch the whole thing yourself. It'll be interesting to find out exactly what this warrant, what happened in the situation that this warrant was for. Police often force their help on us, right? Kind of like, you know, when a guy goes to a bar and he meets this woman and says, hey, what are your goals in life? What do you want to do? And she says, oh, well, I'd love to get married and have children. And so, you know, the guy just climbs on top of her right there in the bar and starts trying to help her have children. And she's like, oh my God, stop. I don't want your help with this right now. Please stop helping me. And the guy's like, no, you said you want children. I'm trying to help. Why won't you let me help you? Right? That's how cops are, right? They can't take no for an answer. They always have to help, even when their help is completely unwanted. They're always helping. And now they helped this guy to death. Congratulations, guys. Never, ever, ever accept the help of an on-duty police officer. All right? Just ask them to move along on their way. And hopefully, if you need help, you know, some citizen can help you. Because the police, they're just more likely to help you to death.
There's no reason to lie to us when we're just trying to help. The only thing I was trying to do is help. You guys could have been long down the road, probably 15, 20 minutes ago down the road, if you would have just said, here's my ID, and been done, right?
Guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to head over to the merch store, get you some of that Back the Blue Until It Happens to You merch. And on the way out, I leave you with this genius.
If you hate cops just because they're cops, the next time you get in trouble,
the next time you're in trouble, call a crackhead. Well, guess what? I got a broken leaf spring on a trailer once, and a crackhead pulled over and helped me get the tire off. And because he was on crack, he left his jack behind, which the jack is super nice. So I got free help and a free jack from a crackhead. You know what the cop did, the CHP that pulled over? He saw that I was partially blocking a roadway because I couldn't pull my trailer over enough, and he gave me a ticket. So, yeah, I'm calling the crackhead next time.